A man without a vision for his future always returns to his past. I'm rereading this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill right now, and he talks a lot about how if you want to change, you need to think before you can grow rich, right? Think and grow rich. And before I get into that, I just want to talk about how in this video, I'm gonna say some things that genuinely changed my life. So if you can just watch this and literally do the things I'm about to tell you for 30 days, 2 months, 3 months, you'll see such a fucking big change in your life. And it's pretty stupid because it took me years to understand what I'm about to tell you. But if nothing changes and 30 days from now, your life's not better, bro, please come back to this video, do me a favor, and comment. Say, Emmanuel, you're retarded and your YouTube channel is horrible. Whatever you want to say, just say it. Because I know you're wrong and you didn't even try. I know you didn't try because this is what I had to do to change my life. I had to come up with this by myself. No one taught it to me. This is like one of the first fucking things I do for the guys that I work with, and you're about to get it for free. So let's just get straight into it. First thing that you need to do to change your life is develop a vision. No vision means you have no direction. And if you have no direction, you're going to spend the next year doing the same shit that you've been doing. And I know you don't want to be doing the same shit for another year, or else you wouldn't be watching fucking videos like this. So what I need you to do is I need you to take out a pen and paper, and I just need you to write down who you want to be in 1 year from now, living your dream life as if it's already happening. Write your dream life as if it's already happening a year from now. And I guarantee you, the reason why change feels so weird to you right now is because you've been living on autopilot. You've had no direction. You've had no direction because you've had no vision. And I'm being so serious. I hate how much this works because it's kind of fucking gay, but you need to get to writing. You need to write and picture yourself 1 year from now. But let me tell you why this was so important to me. When I was 18, I was a senior in high school. And I personally was at fucking rock bottom. I was broke as shit. I couldn't quit my bad habits no matter how hard I tried. I mean, I was going to the gym, but I was like strong fat. I just didn't like my life at the time. And I'll never forget this. As a last resort, just one night, I'll never forget this. I just got to writing. I just got out a journal and I started writing. And I started picturing my dream life 1 year from now. I'm living in Hawaii. I'm making $5,000 a month. I'm a successful entrepreneur. I have abs for the first time. I'm living in an apartment with the love of my life. I just saw my lifestyle, like what kind of lifestyle would make me feel proud of myself. And I just wrote down and took the time to feel as if it was happening right now. 1 year later, when I was 19, everything I wrote down came to life. I was making $5,000 a month with my ecom business. I got in shape. I got abs for the first time. I was living in this apartment with my girl. I still am. But the point I'm trying to get to here is it's not about the fucking paper that made me get my shit together. The paper didn't change my life. To this day, I have no clue where that paper went. But what I do know is the second I took the time to take those thoughts out of my brain and put them on a real piece of paper, that shit became real to me. Because I took the time to sit down and think about who I could be, I realized who I could be if I actually tried hard enough. And like I said, it's not about the paper. But when I put the words down on that paper, I knew I wrote it down. And because I knew I wrote it down, I knew I needed to make that shit come to life. What I'm trying to say is this. I would have never changed if I never created a vision of who I wanted to become. The clearer your vision, the clearer your direction. And I can guarantee you that you are just like me. You want all these things for yourself. You know your life could be so much better, but the one thing holding you back, even though you don't realize it, is the fact that you don't know what direction you're going in. You want to be better, but you don't know what better looks like. And because you don't know what living better looks like, it's hard to make better choices. It's all connected. It's very fucking simple. When you don't have structure, you're not going to make the right choices. And when you don't make the right choices, your life suffers. It's as simple as that. So if you can just take some time and visualize where you want to be 1 year from now. And just imagine how much you could change and what it would feel like to change. Subconsciously, you'll realize that that is the life that you are supposed to be living. I can't stress that enough. When you write it down, who you want to become, something new happens. Like, I genuinely just want you to picture yourself while you're writing this. I want you to picture yourself at a party with your friends. Maybe it's like a family reunion or something. And all the people who used to talk shit about you, they see you walk in the room. What do you want to resemble? What do you want to look like? That question alone should be good enough just to get your brain thinking about who you want to be, and most importantly, who you don't want to be. When you can define those two things, it's going to be very easy to move forward and become that person. So it's not just about who you want to become. It's a lot deeper than that, because it's very easy to want something but never actually, take action on it. That's why you need to develop a sense of purpose. Like, why do you want to become this person that you just wrote down? If you wrote down who you want to be, your next step is to realize, like, what is motivating you towards this? Because, bro, for so long I said I was going to change, but only by creating this picture of who I wanted to be and then realizing why I wanted to change, I was finally able to fucking change. This is what I'm trying to get across. Like, who comes first, and then why do you need to change? Who do you want to be? Why do you need to change? When your why is strong, getting there is easy. So I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time talking about this because, this is pretty like elementary stuff. Like, why do you want to change? There's more stuff in this video that I think is more important and more valuable. But what I need you to realize is, in this story that I'm telling you, like, when I was 18, I wanted to change. I was not happy with my life. I needed direction. And after writing down who I wanted to become, I developed that direction. And it didn't take me very long to figure out why I wanted to change. I already had it in my heart. I knew I wanted to change because I wanted to be happy in life. And that's the good thing. The why is the easy part. I fucking understood that the only way I was ever going to be proud of myself is if I actually matched my actions with my words. That was my why. I just wanted to be happy for once. Bro, I was so tired of just saying, like, bro, I'm finally going to stop smoking weed. I'm going to stop being lazy. I'm going to stop fucking jerking off. All those things I would say that I wanted to stop, but I just wouldn't. And I didn't know why I couldn't stop. You're probably going through the same shit day in and day out, same problems. And it sounds so fucking simple, but the only reason you're not changing is because you don't understand why you truly want to change in the first place. You might know what you need to do, but you don't know why you need to do it. So if you can just take the time and think about who you want to become and why it's so important to become that person, and why in 1 year from now it would be so important to you to change, you'll feel that, and you'll understand your own why. You don't need to fabricate a lie about who you're trying to become and why. You have the answer deep inside of you. If you know you want to change, there's not a lot of digging that you have to do. You simply just have to sit there and ask yourself why. And once you figure out why you want to change, you can write it down. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I didn't fully understand why I wanted to change at first. Like, my life was okay. It was pretty shit, but it's also pretty shit doing the hard things. And I knew that. But I also knew deep down that I wasn't really happy. I wasn't comfortable with being okay. I knew the only way that I was going to enjoy my life was if my actions stood behind my desires. I knew that if I could just do the hard things in life and just prove to myself that I was able to change my own life, that was good enough to get my ass off the couch. And I genuinely believe that, like, this self-confidence and this like autonomous power I built behind myself and my pride just comes from being able to understand that my actions directly change my life. That was my why. I needed to figure out that I was in charge. And like I said, you don't need to spend a lot of time figuring out why you want to change. So you have 2 steps. Write down who you want to become a year from now, and you need to write down why. When your why is strong, the how becomes easy. But that's where the third part comes in. How are you actually going to change for real this time? After creating your who and your why, your mind's already in a better place. So you're already better set up to change. But you need some new habits, and you need a new mindset if you want to carry yourself to this new version of you. I like to explain it to my guys like this. My purpose in life is to climb my mountain, because at the top of my metaphorical mountain is the version of me that I want to become. That version of me who is at the top of the mountain is at peace. Like he's found his purpose. He's just living his life the way I want to live my life. So I'm trying to become him, and I'm trying to reach the top of my mountain. It's so easy to just dream about taking the steps and being up there one day while staying at the bottom. But the fucking hard part is genuinely taking the steps to get up there. You'll never be happy until you get up there. But if you don't take the steps, if you do not start climbing, you will regret it. That's where that sense of shame comes from. Like, if I spend my whole life dreaming about someday reaching the top and never taking the time to take the fucking steps, I would still forever remain at the bottom. And no, I don't think I'm anywhere near the fucking top, but I'll tell you one thing right now. When I was 18 years old, I made the decision that I was gonna stop smoking. I was gonna stop wasting my time. I was gonna stop fucking touching myself. I was gonna do whatever it took to climb my mountain. And it was nowhere fucking near easy. There's so many ups and downs. There's so many harsh decisions. But I'll tell you one fucking thing. I made the harsh decisions. I went the disciplined route. I climbed up the fucking mountain. And I will never go back down. I realized that while climbing up the mountain, I didn't just need direction, but I also needed clarity. I needed to know exactly what steps I needed to take if I wanted to get up there. And this is exactly what I had, or what I want you to do. When you write down who you want to be and why, you need to write down what goals you need to accomplish to become that person. Like, if you dream of yourself becoming financially free 1 year from now, you need to break it down into smaller house. All right, how? I'm gonna make $5,000 a month, and then I'm gonna make $10,000 a month, and then 15. But you need to create systems that are gonna get you to 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. You see what we're doing here, right? You have this big vision of you on top of the mountain, and now you need to break it down into steps so you can start climbing. You can't just say, I wanna be rich and jacked, without doing nothing to get rich and jacked. You're not gonna get something for nothing. And I knew that in order for me to make money and in order for me to get in shape, I was gonna have to train and work my ass off. That has to be part of your vision. It can't just all be like all nice. You need to be able to visualize yourself doing the hard stuff. So in my coaching business, I realized that there's two types of people. There's winners and there's losers, right? But winners and losers both want the same thing. They just want to win. But the thing is, losers focus so much on the goal. They want the results. And they might have a plan, but because they've put all their mental energy in picturing the results, the easy life, they never actually have the time and energy to do the fucking things, do the steps, do the systems that are going to take them to their goals. But with winners, they focus so much on the systems, on doing the hard work, that the results come naturally. And if you're so focused on being on top of the mountain, that's good, but you need to take that fucking energy and put it into the hard work. The dudes that I work with that change the most are the dudes who just get their plan and just check off every single box every fucking day. They're so focused on the systems that they end up getting the best results. If you're so focused on the results, it's going to drain your mental energy. And just day after day, having that mental energy gone, you're not going to be able to tick off the boxes. But that's what you need to start doing. It's all about the habits and the systems. It's about checking off your boxes. So speaking of checking off boxes, I have a checklist that I want you to do right now. Step 1, you're going to determine who do you want to become in life. Like I said earlier in this video, you need to write it down. And alongside that, you need to write down why you want to change. Like, why do you feel like you can't live this life the way you've been living it anymore? Once you have those answers, you put it on a piece of paper. That's what I'm saying. And just third, how are you going to become the man on top of your mountain? What do you have to do? What do you need to cut out of your life in order to change? Like, what do you have to put into your life to change? What are your new habits? How many days a week are you going to train? How many hours a day are you going to spend being productive? This is the kind of shit that you need to get down to. What goals are you working towards? You need the why, who, why, and how, right? This is the fucking questions that you need to be asking yourself. Bro, I went years struggling, trying to figure out how I was going to change. That was my fucking biggest struggle. I spent so much time and energy and fucking money just trying to figure out how I was going to get better. But one thing you need to know is you're not going to climb up the hill in one fucking day. It's going to be a lot of trial and error, but if you can look up the hill with a fucking smile on your face, you already won. I understood that for once in my life, I needed to feel what it would feel like to put 100% of myself into my goals. And that is the mindset that's going to carry you to where you want to be. If you get obsessed with it, and if you get obsessed with the systems, that is what's going to take you to who you want to become. I'm being so serious. If you can figure out your who and your why and your how, your whole fucking life's going to change. If you can create a daily plan that you can do every single fucking day that's going to get you up that mountain, and you can check those boxes off day after day, I guarantee you that that vision can come to life in less than a year. Because that's what happened for me. Even if it's unrealistic. And I'm going to continue to set unrealistic goals and chase after them and become better. Because I want to show you guys that it's possible. I want to see you boys win, and I want to see you guys get better. And I'm nowhere fucking near where I want to be. I'm nowhere near fucking perfect, and I'll never be perfect. But I just love the fact that I put myself on a path of hard work. I enjoy it. And I don't know how many times I have to say this on my channel, but I make these videos because I see your guys' comments. I see your guys' fucking potential, and you see your own fucking potential. But you need to stop living life the same. You've been making the same mistakes and same choices over and over, and you know you're not satisfied with your life. You need to do something big if you want to change your life. You need to create a plan and create a vision, and you need to fucking stick to it. It's as simple as that, bro. No one is going to tell you the truth like that. Someone's going to try and overcomplicate it for you. But all you need is the determination to put the how in check and fucking complete it so you can become who you want to be. You know in your heart what are the right choices and what aren't. But as long as you listen to the part of you that wants to change and wants to make the right choices, you will find the peace that you're looking for. But it's not going to fucking happen if you stay the same. I'm being serious. Do something different for once. Do something new in your life for once and commit every single part of yourself to becoming better. And I promise you, if you can do that, you're going to change. If you don't, you're going to continue to struggle. Check out the description. I'm going to wrap this up. If you have any questions, you can always DM me on Instagram. You can always book a call with me. I really want you guys to know that as long as you know who you want to be, you have a direction to head down. You have a path to happiness. If you know why you want to change, you're always going to be drawn to the right decisions. And if you know how you're going to change, you don't need to keep making the fucking same mistakes. So like I said, if you want a different life, if you want to feel different fucking emotions, you need to do something different with yourself. And it all starts with your mind and your actions. I fucking see your potential, boys. I want to change my life. I know you want to change your life too. So let's fucking do it together. Peace out.